Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. Shot. It's becoming terminal. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. More than a flesh wound. Hot metal. You got the moves. stand against that? That's the Myriad Fort. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Says their door is always open for anyone.
Sibi? La panen agin kan man. Geradna fal hutut mustugai la wute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in... He heard you took out-of-date side against the scavengers in Bunker 101. It seems you believe in helping your next. And that's something you have in common. He's The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can unite the other tribes. The one you should coerce first is the Jagni tribe.
Jala vuodai. Gine afirma katano shubudo. Gine afirma katano shubudo. La fanen aginkanman.
Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war. They might bring them war, but they'll never... He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. Even though you don't share their values, they hope you'll lead with mercy. The outcome tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outpost. Once you've dealt with the rival's outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their tribe with yours and let your kin share land again. You were all part. Seeing you. Anyway, the memories you made. He can't blame you for not remembering. The tree needs our help. Says you should take care. Is sorry to see your childhood marred you as a grown-up. Says goodbye to you. It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Let's see. That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know. This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Then he wants you to know that if you find yourself going through bad times, you should just keep going. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Learning to swim can be scary when you don't know what you're doing. But fortunately, he's here. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. Knowing how to swim won't solve life's hard problems, but at least one of them won't be drowning. He says, that wasn't too bad, was it? He says a feeling that you're going to drown is a great reminder of the need to learn how to swim. But you need practice, lots of practice. He's sure you'll have... You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim. You can never try too hard. Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. You know you can't make up for lost time. You should know, practice makes perfect. You have to keep working on it if you want to be good at it. She'll see you at the village square. She says that's good. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling today. His only interest when creating is that what he comes up with is actually useful. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. He's happy to hear that from someone that's a part of the coming generation. You should look for things... He wonders what usefulness you found. He says he can work wonders with almost... That's the spirit. You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He believes being considerate will help you feel at peace with yourself. He understands, but hopes you won't be needing it anytime soon. He thinks mastering the 6 weapons. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away.
Andro?
Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone. You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her. She worries about you. They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. He's not scared of anything, least of all you. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are. He says you're right. Nobody can tell him what he can and can't. She asks if you're hurt. What happened? If confidence is silent and insecurity is loud, she thinks you're absolutely right. The most important thing, it's time to focus on your training now.
Andro Kamonu.
She said it before. One Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you're feeling. Training with Muma will make you feel...
Kalba, Goga.
He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training. He wishes that was true for your Muma too, but guiding the village in... He suggests you get going and find him gadgets. He's curious to see what you found. He's gathered so much over the years, and it's hard to remember everything. Nothing's wrong with his memory. It's just short. He can work wonders with pretty much anything, and asks if you know how to upcycle. Says at least dirty hands are proof that you tried, and that counts. That you failed this time doesn't mean you can't succeed the next. He says it's about time you learned how, and offers to teach you, starting with the scrap you found. The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you. Agrees. At least that way it'll never go out of style. You should take it with you, wear it to practice. He's sure your Muma will forgive you for not wearing the tradition. He's
Asana yotutupu.
Your Muma says it's about time you got here. Hopes you're as ready.
Tukonda. Asana yotutupu.
She says she is eager to get started.
Amun. Ala.
But there's enough time left for repetition, and you need it. Training dummies don't hit back.
Pentnampusa.
Once you...
Berry?
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Berry?
That's all she's ever asked. Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz.
Ala.
Reminds you that the best way to get someone to do things... Catchy. Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful. Figuring that out is half the fun. A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it... It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see. Says it's not a record keeper. More... Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day. She's so happy you made them... Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Lupa Lupin from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it. Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can... There's nowhere to run to. Whatever happens, you need to know she loves. She tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has nothing to do with you. History has finally... She had a life before... Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. Let's build something. You could experiment with that. Should protect your legs. The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose. Carving it up. You gave them no choice but to take it down, even though they'd planned to take the Fluff Hulk out to the Farfnaki leaves and let it go. They've received news a Ronin had strengthened their ranks. A group of myriad crusaders already headed out to Jagni's Mercadorpus outpost and are waiting for you there. You should hurry there and help them best the outpost. Not Toxanol was something called a corporate juggernaut, and our world still bears the marks of the massive ecological catastrophes they inflicted upon the land. The apocalypse they caused was the end of days for their world. But for us, it was simply a beginning. Look. An emergency box from the old days, when you needed to pack a punch to survive. Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist. Not really mainstream, but okay then. Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it? Bash down! Middle-lifed. Key up. Overflow. That ain't bad. That notice board? Filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those old Toxanol brick towns. Pay attention. The Toxanol Corporation made this place, and then just threw it away when they were done with it. Well, small ones. Places like this were cheap back in those days, and there was plenty of space. There must... Heroes are only heroes for others, but they do the work, or they're heroes to no one. A flush stool from the back in time. It's an apparatus that sink-sunks yellow juice and brown bobs. Let's try out the brush away, see if you can off-chase some drip droppings. Seems like the tighteners on the piping need to be unturned correctly to drain the flush stool. That's the kind of trouble you really want to wash away. This corner of the world is called Bricktown. such a bright day to wander around in. Let's see. Sharp-dressed. Sometimes the smallest pieces of scrap are the ones you make yourself. Pants would be the bare minimum. That's a good find. The gooing of the water in the ground is spreading. Which looks like the fry sparker's knobs need to be in sync if you want to get the hardware working. Just a few moves left. Make them count. It's a fry sparker mindset. Boom! You got something. It's not exactly what you wanted, but you got it right away. If a story is about you, care for it. We all share the same destiny, destruction or survival. Small parts with great value. Better get moving before the day passes you by. You need to get the pegs lined up to get the clothes soaker rolling. Just a few moves left. Make them count. You really put a spin on it. That's interesting. Keep focused on what you... Let's see. You found the track! Amazing it wasn't destroyed. So much of this place was just discarded. Lucky the track somehow made it. When the tracks... Never know what's hiding out in the dark. Chop! You're half dead. Take this seriously, or it'll take you down. Stick in the key. Should have gone for a bigger size.